Hi, I'm a big fan of your content. You should have known this was a baiter at the start. No one's a fan of this dumb bitch's content. You should have known this was bullshit from the jump. I'm grateful for that, Jamie. Thank you. I'm trying for my best. Okay, would you be okay signing an NDA? You would just have to take a picture of your written name, signature, and today's date. So this guy allowed a random tard into his server to see his private information he's protecting for the legal case. No picture of his face first, with no government ID, with no evidence or proof that they even interacted with Camden, but just an NDA of just writing his fucking name on a loose leaf and a shitto signature and today's fucking date. And that's good enough. And he thinks that's gonna hold up in court. This was in the evidence server. I don't know what the fuck the relevance of this is supposed to be, but this was in it. In regards to yesterday's stream, I got a lot of questions on why it's been taken down, because I did have to private the stream yesterday, which is really unfortunate because I had a lot of gold moments and good moments on that stream. But MamaMax in his evidence Discord server is now flagging and telling his whole server, which granted, his server is probably only 20 people, 30 people max, but he's now enforcing his whole server to go report and flag it seems like my VOD, it seems like Mr. Sen's VOD. Anyone who's talking about the leaks, he's now reporting or flagging and outright calling for that. Seems like this guy spends more time fucking doing this shit than actually trying to catch Camden on his case. This guy spends his time so bizarre. So these are the leaked DMs that I saw from the person leaking the Discord server to me, which I'll get into more leaks later on. But after MamaMax's evidence Discord server got leaked, he is now flagging and reporting everyone who covered even a little of the leaks, sending to YouTube right now. Everyone should report it. In case anyone was wondering why tonight's stream is private, this is why. And I didn't even want to risk it because remember, if you guys saw last stream, it was the most bizarre schizo part, beginning of the stream I've ever done. So I started up stream. Some random chatter was saying they had a default profile picture and the name of M and a whole bunch of numbers, and they were saying, Lerix, I infiltrated the server. I have a whole bunch of information. Do you want me to leak it to you? And I'm like, this guy's fucking trolling. It's a random chatter. So I'm like, whatever. And I then put in my Discord server, and I'm like, if you're really being legitimate, just add me on Discord and send it to me. Not expecting anything. He then screen shares live on fucking air the whole Discord server, shows the NDA information, shows all the evidence, and the whole Discord server to me. So I'm like, okay, what the fuck? I think I showed some information at first that I shouldn't have, that potentially could have got me in trouble, that Max could have struck me down for with a privacy complaint. So I didn't even want to risk it. So I immediately took it off stream. I told the guy to archive all the clips and send it to me privately to go over, and then I'll release it tomorrow on stream, all the relevant information that I want to go over. Max in his Discord server after this was happening, because apparently this same leaker who leaked it to me leaked it to a whole bunch of YouTubers, including Queeman, including Mr. Sen, including a couple other YouTubers, I'm pretty sure. But one of the survivors in the chat, which I'm blanking out all the names by the way, says whoever's in the server and is leaking shit, you are literally putting all of our damn lives in danger just to boost your fucking egos. We are not making this shit up for the love of God. Now I don't want to shit on these random potential victims, but what do they mean? You're putting our lives in danger? Is this in reference to the thing Max was saying on stream too, that Camden Jarrell Davis is still out there? And he's still committing heinous crimes. If a victim comes out with their real name, then he's gonna come out and hunt them down with his werewolf fucking claws and suck their blood. I don't know what that seems a little bit exaggerated, but I mean whatever. I guess I'll let that pass. But we are not making this shit up for the love of God. Another survivor says, another victim says, fuck, my fucking username is in that. Dude, please stop. This is not okay. This is causing me so much stress. Stop spreading the DMs. And then they at Max and Spooper, who's also Spencer. Everything is leaked, and Max is panicking. Apparently Max is at Target right now, or fucking Walmart, and he's sending to YouTube right now. And as soon as I saw this DM, I'm like, fuck, because even how schizo Max is, he does say he has a YouTube manager or a contact at YouTube. So I'm like, fuck this, I'm not even gonna risk it. I gotta private this VOD. But he's sending this to YouTube right now. The victim says, do you really think that's going to stop anybody? Slug is in their chat right now. Wouldn't shock me if they invited him on. Everything just keeps getting worse. What a disaster too that Max has made of this situation. You know what I mean? You're now stressing out even more these victims because of your negligence. Your blatant retardation. And I'll get into how this even happened in the first place. It's because the person who leaked it to me, it was able to infiltrate the Discord server without showing any evidence that they're even a victim. They pretended they were a victim of Camden Gerard Davis, and Max just let them in, let them see all the evidence, let them see every fucking little Discord channel and all the servers for him to leak freely. And he didn't have to show any fucking evidence at all. This guy's a retard. You were just asking for this with how stupid you are. Anyone could have went into that server and just said, I was diddled by fucking Camden when I was 12. And because Max is like trapped himself into a corner, he now has to take testimony as fact and evidence. So he didn't ask for any evidence. He's just like, okay, I believe your story. I'll let you in, and just allowed them in, and they leaked the whole fucking server, now putting the real potential victims in like potential danger, or at least making them stressed out with their story. Like, this guy's like unbelievable. So they say everything keeps getting worse, and I'll show all those DMs too of the person infiltrating with Max, because I got sent all of those, and I'm gonna go over all those on stream. Max says, what's the link to that video? All of our lives are in danger now. I still don't know what that means. They could be exaggerating a little for effect just because they're panicking. Like, the best faith possible. It sounded like these people, like if they really were victimized by this guy Camden, they were potentially abused, they were potentially raped. I can get why they would be like feeling in fear, and they would feel like their lives are in danger. I can understand where they're coming from. I think it's a little bit of over-exaggeration, but I can understand like the perspective of why they would be scared. You know what I mean? But nobody wants to take that seriously because they think they're lying. Max says everyone should report it. And then this girl links send stream of leaking all the MamaMax stuff, which granted, I accidentally, like, as soon as the person started screen sharing information on my stream, I don't think I showed like even that much information, to be honest, because I wanted to make sure that I didn't want to like put any potential like innocent people in harm's way or whatever. I don't really even like think I even showed anything important. I think at worst I showed Mudahar's full name. And Mudahar's full name is already like public because I showed the NDA part of the Discord. But I don't even think I showed any like explicit information. So I think I was safe personally. I just didn't want to risk it, so I ended up private it anyway because this guy is like actively telling people to report and mass flag. But this guy Mr. Sen, he was apparently leaking everything. He was just leaking fucking everything. He didn't give a fuck. Apparently this, and also don't think this Mr. Sen guy's a badass. This Mr. Sen guy's like a complete dipshit too. Very similar to Slug. Like autistic dumb fucks all around. But this Mr. Sen guy didn't give a fuck. He showed like every message, all potentially like the victim's name, I'm pretty sure too. But so that was the explanation why I took it down. But now I wanted to show the messages of how the guy even got in there in the first place. Of how they infiltrated Max's server. Because he sent me all this behind the scenes. I've been given permission to leak all of this, by the way. This is the leaker who infiltrated the server pretending they were a victim of Camden, saying I wanted them to explain to me how they got in. So they said, essentially, I gave them a fake name and then created a new Gmail account. First, I contacted Red Pagan Corner. How does this guy keep getting involved in this retarded drama? So apparently Red Pagan was, he was the beginning. He was the first domino to get the whole Discord leaked. So first, this person contacted Red Pagan Corner. I think their name is. From there, I befriended them and claimed I was a victim of Camden. The communists later, I love how they refer to him as the fucking communist, later would fall for it, and I used my slow speech impediment as a way for me to sound like some traumatized kid. Is this fucking Smaggle? And it worked. From there, they put me in contact with Spencer. Then Spencer added me after. This is where it started. I basically kissed their ass, and it worked like a charm. So this is them talking to Red Pagan Corner. Dude, their fucking Discord bio. Better to die a martyr for the cause. I imagine that, like, for the cause that supports minors getting raped. What a good guy. What a martyr, Red Pagan. You were the first domino in getting all this fucking Discord leak, dipshit. But, so this person says, hi, I'm a big fan of your content. You should have known this was a baiter at the start. No one's a fan of this dumb bitch's content. You should have known this was bullshit from the jump. Are you kidding me? Hi, I'm a big fan of your content. I'm sorry you're getting so much hate by these Nazi assholes online. Frowny face emoji. Man, this person is gullible as fuck. I've seen how they are treating you, and it's disgusting, especially given you are trying to help victims of child abuse. Heart, I appreciate it, thank you. I'm a victim of Camden as well, but I am too afraid to share my story online, given how hostile people are towards the other outspoken victims. That's totally understandable. We've had a couple other victims come forward the last few days. One also is a bit reserved about speaking publicly. No pressure. Do you want me to put you in touch with Max? immediately, no vetting, immediately put into contact. Well, I guess I guess I can't blame Red Pagan as much as Max, because Red Pagan isn't the one responsible for owning the Discord server that has all the evidence. Max is definitely more like to blame. It's just fucking funny. You know, it's just funny that like these dipshit people who like believe all accusations, believe all accusers, they've now like always perpetually trapped themselves in this corner to believe everyone's testimony at face value. And if they ever ask for any proof aside from testimony, they now completely catch themselves in an hypocrisy and like contradiction. So they can never ask for evidence. They've perpetually trapped themselves in a hole, in a corner. So yes, that would be perfect. And is there a server I could join where I could share my... They're immediately asking for the server. Is there a server I could join where I could share my story, where I can be safe and perhaps meet friendly people without dealing with crazy drama tubers? They say, I would suggest Max's, but I don't know how secure it is. Same with mine. They send a voice message. Do they play the audio? Doesn't seem like they play the audio. Can you invite me to Max's? I don't mind joining that. I'll be careful and I'll only share personal information with you and Max. I'll put you in touch with Max. I'm not in his server. That's his Discord. He goes by Big Mama, and it'll have a doggo as a profile picture. And I understand, and I take great care in protecting privacy and preventing harassment. Thank you. I will contact him, and hopefully from there things will be okay. I have a lot of social anxiety, and sometimes I'm really scared of people. I know you and Max have a lot on your plates. I'm hoping I'm not causing any stress. I'm sorry. No, don't worry, hun. Don't worry, hun. We got you. I'm the same way. Lots of anxiety and PTSD from my ex-wife? Okay. What? Okay. What? Okay. She sexually manipulated and abused me. Jesus Christ. I'm just getting fucking stunlocked. Jesus Christ, dude. She sexually manipulated and abused me, so I am also a survivor? Okay. Red Pagan grooming right now in Discord. Yeah, dude. Hun. Okay. Also, what pronouns do you go by? Very understandable question. Everybody put your pronouns in the comment section below. But, weird flex, but okay. I was abused by my ex-wife. Yeah. Aw, you're sweet, and thank you. He's just sending a whole bunch of voice memos, I assume, trying to, like play out, like, try to be convincing. Why did someone say their pronouns are pedo/file? Okay, guys. We are whale-tarded. Okay, chill with the fucking whales again. Thank you for the 2, Zan. No problem, hun. Hun again. I messaged Max and Spencer, one of the other victims. Hopefully they will get back to you soon. Another voice message. No problem, we'll be in touch, hun. Dude. You know, I thought you guys were memeing at first, but maybe this is live fucking Discord grooming that we're witnessing right now. Why? That's like back to back. That's like a fucking triple hun trio. This person's like 32 years old. Okay, I don't know, dude. Hopefully we can help you rest a little easier. Thank you, I appreciate it. Will it be like an interview? Because I'm scared of people and I usually hide from people, to be honest. This fucking emoji. Defeat the Huns. Yeah, dude. This fucking emoji, dude. He's really playing the part well. I don't think so. I believe Max will just message you. He may ask to see if you'd like to talk over voice or video call. But you don't have to if you don't want to. I've made sure to mention him your concerns about harassment and that you're scared about speaking out, so he can be sure to treat you well and with the utmost care and sensitivity. So this is now the infiltrator talking to Spencer. So this is Spencer. Hey there, are you a survivor of Camden? And they send a video message. So honestly, yeah, I had a really bad experience with him, and seeing those videos and stuff about it made me discouraged from coming out about my story, but I talked with Red Pagan and that motivated me to come out. And I'm sorry you dealt with so much harassment from your end. It was horrible seeing how many people treated you. If you're willing to participate in legal processes, we could use every voice we could get. You would not have to be put on YouTube or anything for it, and nothing would be allowed to be posted in reference to you if you do not consent. As for harassment, it's unfortunate, but I'm pushing through as hard as I can. Also, I have to thank you for your bravery. Camden is truly a vile human, and I can't wait for us to all see our justice. Would you like to schedule a call with me, myself, and Max soon? Hi, I think I need some time to think about this, but I may be interested in the legal process. I just am really scared in all honesty right now, because I really don't want him to get away with this, but I know it could put me in danger as well. But I also understand that this risk of doing something like this, the risk of being in danger, but also helping other survivors share their story, I want to give it time just so I can give myself the mental strength to see if I can really overcome my fear and share my full story and take it legally. Okay, I was shitting on this guy, for his acting earlier, but now he's actually playing the part pretty well. Like, he's playing it pretty well, though. He's playing like the victim. He's on his shit right now. But I'd love to schedule a call with you and Max maybe in a couple days. Yes. This is some Machiavellian shit. Yeah, it kind of is. It's kind of psychopathic, but hey, it brings us the content. I'm here if you need any advice or just want to rant. I'll talk to Max about scheduling it and let you know what days work so he could give us a time. That would be perfect. I go to school currently, but when I'm free, I'll let you know when I can, and I will schedule a time and stuff, and hopefully I can explain things further. Is there a server I can join where I can share my story, where I can be safe and perhaps meet friendly people without dealing with crazy people? So they send voice messages back at each other. Spencer sends the invite to the server of MamaMax's. This person says, thanks, I appreciate it. You are kind and I value you listening to me and taking the time and effort to hear me out. Thank you. So what I just showed on screen with Spencer's conversation with this person, that's Spencer's server apparently. And now with this conversation with Max, at the end, Max sends the invite to the victim server. This is now the conversation. So they got into contact with MamaMax and they say this. Hi, thank you so much for adding me. I know you people are dealing with a lot of stuff, especially people harassing you. It's a really fucked up situation. Because you clearly care about the victims, and it's horrible to see that no one is trying to help you or stick up for you. Dude, this person really knows how to like emotionally manipulate someone. Because they're saying exactly what Max wants to hear right now. But this person really knows how to like play into what people want to hear. Like saying that it's horrible to see that no one is trying to help you or stick up for you. Like, this is A1. Thank you for saying so. It's okay. This is just a part of the advocacy. One day people will understand. And seeing how people are treating you, it makes me very upset. I was a victim of Camden, and I'm too afraid of coming out and sharing my story. I've seen people like Spencer get harassment, and it really made me shaken. We will keep your anonymity and safety our highest priority. You don't have to go public if you don't want to, but if you want to testify against Camden, then we have to verify your identity. Is that okay? This is okay. Can I have time processing everything? So when I'm ready, I can hopefully legally testify against Camden. Absolutely take as much time as you need. We're currently talking to the police station in Georgia that Max has talked about publicly before. Sheriff's office to report Camden. The police say if you could get more testimonies, the faster they can make an arrest. Because it's a lot for me, and emotionally, I've been really traumatized by it. But I also know there are victims out there, and the more Camden is out there, the more people he can hurt, because I really do appreciate your work. You are a hero. Because of the victims, because of you, and the victims were able to have a voice. Man, this person is fucking manipulating as hell. I know you are dealing with a lot of harassment and going through a lot of stuff. Is it possible you could invite me to the Discord server where the other victims are? I want to share my story in a place where I can feel safe and not be doxxed or harassed. Yes, we can invite you. Thank you. Again, you've done so much for the victims. I'm blessed to have met you, and I hope Camden can finally face justice. For the safety of the server, may I please ask for your full name? My name is Max Stryker. It's a pleasure to meet you. They give a voice message and then say Jamie Fields, which is a fake name. But that's the only verification that Max has done to allow some random shitter in his Discord server to see all of the evidence. All you have to do is just play the part decently well, say that you were fucking abused and diddled by Camden, give a fake full name, and boom, you see all of the fucking evidence that he's protecting for the legal case, and then spreads it out to the internet to see. Retard. Complete dude, why are you guys spamming Colton in the chat? This fucking Colton emote. But, I mean, this guy's just unbelievable. He doesn't vet these people at all. But, Dummy Durs, thank you for the 5. How much you want to bet Max and Spencer are fucking? Okay, dude. Okay, chill. Dude, you guys are fucking on one today. How much do you want to bet Max and Spencer are fucking? Let me give an astute analysis on that question. I'll get back to you after I do the fucking like facts. Think you do have a form of government ID? I think so. I still live with my parents. I'll have to ask them if they know where it is. Of course. Are they aware of what you went through? So the person doesn't even have to send government ID before getting in there. All they have to do is deflect the question saying, I live with my parents, so I'll have to ask my parents. I'm so sorry. Perhaps that's for the best. After the voice message, sends more voice messages. I see my dad. I'll ask him. You are so kind. A picture of your face and a document with your name on it could also work. More voice messages. Absolutely, I understand your position is difficult. Let me ask the others what we could do. But thank you. I know you are being put in a tough spot, but I appreciate you hearing me out. Again, Spencer and the other victims are strong, especially going through everything, and you are strong putting everything on the line because all these drama tubers are thinking about money. That's fucking us, baby. We're just about pure fucking shekels. That's all we care about here. Yeah. And not thinking about their morals. And if you are actually a good fucking person, you are going to go out of your way to help people, even though you are risking your career and friendships. And it shows that you aren't just saying and caring about, or like showing, but you are showing that you care. Shekel master. Yeah, dude. I'm grateful for that, Jamie. Thank you. I'm trying for my best. Okay. Would you be okay signing an NDA? You would just have to take a picture of your written name, signature, and today's date. So this guy allowed a random tard into his server to see his apparently like private information he's protecting for the legal case with no picture of his face first, with no government ID, with no evidence or proof that they even interacted with Camden, nothing about the even person's existence, but just an NDA of just writing his fucking name on a loose leaf and a shitto signature and today's fucking date. And that's good enough. And he thinks that's going to hold up in court. It's like mind-blowing. So yes, I could do that. Okay, great. Also, do you have an email? They say, my school won, but I have my main email. Yes, I could send that to you. Yes, please. Sorry about it. My mom called me. They send their email. Awesome. Thank you so much, Jamie. Feel free to send me the NDA and I'll make sure to sign it. Attachment required. To confirm the agreements of your to the terms outlined above, please attach a picture that includes today's date, your printed name, and your printed signature on a piece of paper. Okay, I'll do it. Hold on. The date and my signature are my full name written, and then the next text after this is the Discord link. I don't want to show it just because I don't want to give Max any more ammunition to potentially like take down like my stream or anything. I just don't want to risk it. But then after that, he sends the invite to the Discord, and that's all. He got in completely scot-free. And how can I prove this, though? It's because not only did this person send me, like, every single leak in the fucking Discord, but also I'm going to be, like, showing a few things that I saw on the Discord server that I wanted to go over about Max. I know a lot of people are leaking specific stuff because I'm not the only person who got the leaks from this person. I know a big other YouTuber called, not big other YouTuber, but a good other YouTuber covering this story, Queeman. He went live earlier today.
So we've got...
He went live earlier today going over a ton of the leaks. Oh, wait, he privated his stream. He privated his stream. He took out his stream.
Got fresh log.
He took out his stream, but he was live earlier today going over a ton of leaks. He did like a whole PowerPoint thing. Now, personally, I don't want to do that. I don't really want to show like a ton of the leaks because, you know, if these are potentially real victims, I don't want to put their information necessarily out there. And if there is a real case that is eventually going to come from this, I don't want to be like the shitter who's releasing all of the evidence publicly that could potentially jeopardize a real case if these victims actually have been victimized by Camden. So I don't want to be that guy to do that. But overall, what I can say after going through the whole server, thank you, Kaz, for the $5. Really appreciate the donos. Thank you, somebody, for the 1 gifted membership. Overall, what I can say after I looked over all of the like Discord leaks is that Mudahar was absolutely right. There is no like concrete evidence 100% absolutely to show and prove that Camden is a pedophile. There is some suspicious things. There is a lot of testimonies. That is true. There is a lot of circumstantial evidence. But let alone trying to get this guy charged for being a pedophile, I wouldn't even make a YouTube video accusing of saying this guy's a pedophile for 100% of a proof. I would have to all say this under like the veil of allegations. There's nothing that can be proven for 100% of a fact that Camden has done these things. And I looked through every single piece of evidence. It's so scattered and it's so hard to follow. Like there's a ton of like random schizo testimonies on a fan fiction website of like a whole bunch of like girls talking about Camden on like this fan fiction website. And like a whole bunch of out of context whisper DMs, whole bunch of out of context, I think it's kick DMs, and Instagram DMs. It was so hard to follow. It's like just such scrambled information that you can't even like really put together the pieces of to make a coherent conclusion. I know it's pretty underwhelming, but I'm trying to tell you that it really wasn't anything much at all. There isn't anything really to even take from it. And Max doesn't do any of his due diligence to try to explain or timeline any of this evidence. It's all just one jumbled mess of fucking garbage. There's like a couple pictures of Camden that I've already leaked publicly that I could show. This was in the evidence server. I don't know what the fuck the relevance of this is supposed to be, but this was in it. Camden doing whiteface. So I don't know if these are supposed to address the racist allegations. I don't... What? New emo. It's actually real. New fucking emo. Become a member today. I'm adding this right after stream. We saw the initial video of him showing off his fangs and growling at the camera to convince people that he was a werewolf vampire like pedophile. Well, not to convince people he's a pedophile. He actually doesn't want people to think he's a pedophile. But to convince people he's a werewolf. I assume this is to convince people he was a skeleton. And this is the convincing performance. Like, I know these people were vulnerable when they got indoctrinated to the cult, but how are you 16 years old and see a picture like this and think like, damn, dude, this guy's the real deal. This fucking Jack Skellington, black version. Like, who's thinking that? Like, I more think this was like, there's no way that these people were actually convinced that this guy was like a supernatural being. That's basically the cliff notes for what I saw on the server, but I still have more leaks that I wanted to show because I just want to go over the stuff that I couldn't show on stream, but there's more stuff of Max in the server saying some unhinged shit. Black Skellington versus Count Blackula. Who's winning in a rape review? Yeah, this is one of the DMs I saw from Max in the Discord. So he's responding to Spencer saying like, I'm sorry I started all of this. I never thought we'd face what we are facing now. So it sounds like Spencer, from the get-go, as I alluded to earlier, Spencer was the only one who wanted to go live stream, who wanted to have all these ideas of directing Max what to do with the story. And when Max says that his voice and his channel is a platform for the survivors, that's not true. It's only fucking Spencer. That's all. Spencer's the only... It seems like she's the one behind all of this shit. She's saying she started all of this, and she's apologizing to the other victims when the victims were freaking out over everyone, like, you know, shitting on Max publicly for being a fraud. But then Max responds to this saying, it's not your fault that the community is full... And this is just yesterday, by the way. It's not your fault that the community is filled with self-serving public figures who are trying to farm content off of your suffering. Dude. Oh, he's just like retarded. Like, is he just grifting to the end? Is he grifting to the grave? Or is he just like completely delusional and retarded? Who is farming content based off of like kids getting raped? No one's farming content off of like motherfuckers getting diddled. It's off of your dipshit actions. And you tarding out. I'm pretty like Mudar is the biggest video on the topic, and he's the one behind the scenes trying to help out these victims over the colossal fuck up that you've made the situation. Survivors also always face adversity, and that's what part of this documentary is all about, which he's referencing the documentary, which is just AKA for a shitty YouTube video responding to his critics and people shitting on him. But he then says, after the context of this DM is that after a lot of the victims in the group chat were saying like, Max, I don't think you should have, I think you've gone about this situation completely the wrong way. I don't think we ever should have went public with this in the first place. You fucked this up to like complete, like to an unbelievable level. Then Max responds saying, I'm down to do whatever y'all want for me to do. If I'm not serving your wishes, then I'm not doing my job. Any honest direction would be appreciated. Hold on, aren't you supposed to be the pedophile hunter? Why are you relying on the kids that got fucking like raped to give you direction over your job? Dude. Thank you, Tanasana, for the $5. The only person farming content off of kids getting diddled would literally be Max. Yeah, dude. Thank you for the 2. Coming soon, Spencer's Only Whales. Okay, guys. Come on. But my current plan is just to lay low and reach out to more survivors until Camden's arrest. So it seems like he's not going to be releasing any videos anytime soon or addressing any critiques for the most part recently. And this is why, what I was alluding to earlier, this is why I know for a fact, like 100% is the reason why he took down his videos. If you go to the MamaMax channel, the new update is that he took down every last video and every last live stream covering Camden. Now, why is this? It's because of this DM. It's because a lot of the victims were starting to shit on him privately, telling him that we never should have went public with this in the first place. You never should have done this shit. Which is why also the context why Spencer was apologizing, because it was Spencer's idea to go public, it sounds like. So this is like 100% the reason. I know a lot of people are speculating on why he's doing this. on if he's like doing it because he doesn't want to like potentially get in trouble with YouTube for doxing because he's gonna get like spam reported. That's not true. It's only because the victims behind the scene like told him that he's fucking up. So this is the other context from when the infiltrator got in, the guy called at 4. And after not showing any proof at all that this guy, other than his testimony, that he was a victim of Camden, he just gets allowed 100% into the server. And Max says, at 4 is a new survivor of Camden Gerard Davis. They already signed the legal Discord NDA agreement. Thank you, Snoops, for the $5. And then 4 says hi. He gets into there, and he gets access to all of the evidence without proving anything. That's basically all the leaks that I wanted to show from the server. Honestly, it's kind of underwhelming. You know, it's like an interesting story to show, to know that he really had like basically no evidence at all in this server, and that he really didn't have a lot to even prove here. But it's underwhelming in regards to like proving like someone's guilty. If anything, these leaks just show more of his retarded negligence to allow anyone into his server, to allow this whole like Discord server to get leaked because of his retardation.